Welcome to this episode of Modern Leaders Powered by AI. Again, today we're going to look at prompt engineering, but today it's going to be a bit more complicated. We're going to look at meta prompt engineering. First of all, what is prompt engineering? Prompt engineering is a very simple way for you to configure how ChatGPT will provide its output. You can basically configure how it interprets the input you give it, the format, and the content. Meta prompt engineering is that you ask ChatGPT to help you configure a prompt that can then help you in other conversation answer your question in a certain context. A meta prompt. It's a complicated topic, but follow the following videos and you will understand what meta prompt engineering is. So let's look at a meta prompt. What is a meta prompt? A meta prompt is a prompt that helps us write a prompt. In some of the other videos, we've been looking at how we can start a conversation by giving ChatGPT a certain context, a certain set of concepts, and specifying a certain format that we want to have the responses in. That is prompt engineering. So we basically start by prompt engineering to make sure we get a useful result. Now, that prompt engineering in itself can be pretty tough. Creating that first prompt is not so easy. Now we're going to use prompt engineering to let ChatGPT help us generate a prompt that we can then take and put into another chat and have a conversation with ChatGPT there about a certain concept, a certain domain, in a certain format. Confused? Of course you are, but at the end of this video you understand what I mean. Now, I cheated a little bit because ChatGPT is still very slow, so I actually put everything into ChatGPT already. First of all, we have the meta prompt. I'm not going to read you the whole text. You can see it in the comments below the video. Basically, this text tells ChatGPT that ChatGPT needs to act as a prompt engineer. ChatGPT becomes the prompt engineer, and I'm going to be the user of the prompt engineer, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to help me generate a prompt. I can thereafter take that prompt and use it to have other conversations. As part of that is that I want it to give me a confidence score. Every time it generates something, it's going to tell me how confident it is that what is just generated is actually accurate to what I want. I also want it to keep asking questions. So this prompt basically tells ChatGPT, keep asking questions to clarify, to narrow down the domain until you are sure that you have all the information to generate a proper prompt. Now, I inserted this text, the meta prompt, and the first thing that ChatGPT does is to give me a response. What do you need? Indeed, what do I need? I need a prompt to review text as a legal advisor. A fairly basic question. This is not a details, it's a very basic question. Prompt ChatGPT starts by summarizing what I already understood and giving me a confidence score that's surprisingly high, 60. It's a very simple text I gave it. Already now is a confidence of 60, but okay, fair enough. And it asks me to give me more detail about the specific legal domain or topic the test is related to. And I say they are related to labor law in Germany. Now, ChatGPT again summarizes, give me a higher confidence score, and now start asking more detail about German labor law. Is there any specific aspects of German labor law, or do I require a general review? I basically answer this question. I need a review to detect potential risks to my company. Again, give me a summarize, give me a high confidence score. It asks me for more information. I again give it more information. It's for a company with 60 employees. It's a software company. And now it gets to a confidence score of 95, which means the ChatGPT is pretty sure it has all the information needed to generate me a prompt. And it generated me a prompt. Here is the prompt. Please act as a legal advisor specialized in German labor law, specifically for a software company with 60 employees. Review the provided text and identify potential risks to the company, considering relevant legal aspects, obligations, and regulations. Provide recommendations on how to mitigate these risks and ensure compliance. Now, in one of the next videos, I'm going to take this prompt and I'm actually going to start using it for legal advice. Now, this was a very basic example. The prompt I generated here is not very detailed. It's very short, as you can see. Yeah, it could be narrowed down a lot more. It could be specialized a lot more. But you see the point here. We use prompt engineering, the meta prompt, to get ChatGPT to help us generate this prompt that I can now take into another conversation and turn ChatGPT into a legal advisor in a specific topic, labor law in Germany. I could, of course, generate a prompt for any other advisory or any other topics as well. That's all this episode. Thanks for watching. Prompt engineering is the future. In the future, everybody wants to have their own specialized prompt for a certain context to make sure that ChatGPT and other tools give them the right output, because the quality of the question will determine the quality of the answer. Meta prompt engineering takes it one step higher. It basically simplifies how you generate that prompt that you then use to have that conversation in a certain context. Meta prompt engineering, what we did here was very basic. I had a very basic setup for the meta prompt. You can do much more detailed stuff. It becomes really, really cool what you can do. Future videos will hopefully show that in more detail. This was just to give you a general idea. If you enjoyed the video, press that subscription button. Don't miss out on any cool tips and tricks in the future.